You spend thousands of dollars on organic SEO, social media ads, and professional web design just to drive people to your site. The traffic analytics show a steady stream of visitors arriving every single day. But when you check your inbox, there isn't a single new inquiry. The immediate assumption most business owners make is that these visitors simply aren't interested, or they aren't ready to commit to a service yet. This flowchart visualizes the reality of that traffic. Only 9% of visitors ever try to fill out a contact form, and of the people who actually start typing, less than half make it to the end. For those who begin the process and then stop, the issue isn't a lack of interest. They are reacting to the friction of the form at the exact moment they intended to reach out. Your contact page is acting as a broken filter, quietly discarding your warmest leads before a conversation can even begin. Let's look at exactly what happens the moment a potential client clicks over to your contact page. Before they type a single letter, they make an instant visual assessment. This animation shows the first major barrier, form length. Most service businesses ask for name, email, phone number, company, and budget all at once. That is 8 separate points of friction stacked against someone who is just trying to ask a question. Asking for that much upfront causes immediate cognitive overload, and it is responsible for 27% of all form abandonments. Adding a phone number requirement alone drops conversions instantly. Then there is the Submit button itself. A generic Contact Us label offers zero value, whereas a specific promise about what the user gets in return encourages them to click. Even if they are willing to provide their details, visitors will pause right before starting. They look around the page to verify if your business is legitimate and if their personal data is actually safe. Security concerns account for 29% of abandonments. If you don't explicitly tell users how you handle their data, they assume the worst and leave. You combat this by adding 3 simple trust elements directly next to the form: a one-line privacy note, a short testimonial from a real client, and a clear timeline showing exactly when you will respond. Without those elements, a long, naked contact form signals uncertainty. The visitor subconsciously calculates that the effort isn't worth the risk, and they close the tab. If they do decide to fill it out, they now have to physically interact with your interface. And since over 62% of all web traffic comes from mobile devices, they are probably doing this with one thumb. Small screens expose bad design. Tiny tap targets, labels that overlap when the keyboard pops up, and awkward drop-down menus turn a simple request into a highly frustrating task. Then comes the final obstacle, right above the Submit button, the visible CAPTCHA, asking users to identify crosswalks or traffic lights. CAPTCHAs are intended to stop spam, but today they create severe accessibility barriers that punish legitimate humans. Meanwhile, modern automated bots can easily analyze form structures and bypass these visual puzzles entirely. This diagram shows the biggest technical failure of all. Website platforms like WordPress use a default PHP mail function to send notifications. Because this function lacks proper authentication, major email providers instantly flag the messages as suspicious and divert them straight into your spam folder. Without proper SMTP authentication, the standard protocol for sending secure emails, the form looks like it worked perfectly to the user. But you never receive the notification, meaning you are blind to genuine leads. Finally, after the user hits Submit, they are often met with a vague "thanks" message with no timeline. This lack of clear feedback leaves them wondering if their message actually went anywhere, which breeds distrust or causes duplicate submissions. These technical errors and poor automated responses completely erode trust before you even realize a user tried to reach out. An optimized form structure reverses this trend by systematically removing the specific points of abandonment we've identified. You start by reducing the required fields to a maximum of 3: name, email, and a message box. You can easily collect budget and project details during your first follow-up call. This schematic illustrates the modern technical solution to spam, the honeypot field. A honeypot is an invisible form field coded into your site. Real human visitors never see it, so they walk right past. But automated bots read the code, fill in the hidden field, and fall through the trap instantly, providing total security with zero friction. Fixing your email routing, reducing form fields, and adding trust signals won't require rebuilding your entire website. Most of these issues can be resolved in a single afternoon. The technical and layout issues preventing lead conversion can be identified and removed. HBA Web Solutions offers a free website audit to pinpoint these specific friction points in your own form. Click the link to claim your audit and start opening the channel to your visitors today.